Welcome back my friend. In this video I will show you how you can design or customize the look of your home page. So to customize our home page you have to customize your theme. So let's go to the theme. We click on the online store and this takes us to the theme automatically. Once we are here we will be customizing a beautified theme we add earlier in this video. So here we have the purified theme. What we have to do is click on customize. This take us to the theme customization dashboard, and so this is what you will see here. These are the customization feature on the left side. The first thing I should know when designing theme, they beautified are the step right here with the lightning symbol. These are add-on on the beautified which come with the free plan, and we will be sticking to the free plan, so we will not be using any of these features. Don't get disappointed. The free version is good enough to get you started, get an amazing professional top-notch online store. So don't worry about it, and then when you go to your store and you have to definitely upgrade to a paid plan of your beautified and use these features, these add-on. So this will add a particular feature or a function or a particular loop into your online store, but we have to still make a professional store without using any of these add-ons. Also in this upcoming video lesson, I will be showing you to some free amazing Shopify apps where you can do things similar to this. So to add on, basically we will work like those apps. So if you don't understand what these add-ons are for now, let it be. It doesn't matter in the upcoming video lessons. When I talk about the Shopify app, you will understand what add-on and what apps are for Shopify right on. Let's just not care about these things. So the first of all, I just want to disable all these add-on on the Shopify. I am going to scroll down all the way that here in the theme setting. I am just going to click on it, and you can see right here it is say the beautified add-on. We have the 55 and we have the 57 add-on right now. And when I click on it, I am going to disable all these add-ons. So I am going to uncheck this and say, and I am gonna to do this for all this one, and I'm going to uncheck everything that is for right now. Alright, I also uncheck all that. I am going to click on this tab. So you should be doing once in a while. Make sure you click the concept so you have all the progress so far. Otherwise, in case you lost a Wi-Fi connection, everything you have to start from the scratch. So make sure you save it once in a while, every 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, so now let's start the customization. The first thing which I want to show you and to know it is the icon right here. When you click on it, it says the desktop, which means this is how your store will look like on the desktop mode. If I click on this mobile, this is how your store will look like on mobile. And lastly, we have the full screen. This is how it will look like on the white screen. But this hides the editor as you can see, so you are gonna to be designing it in desktop mode, so that you can see the progress right here. And we have the editor right here. Alright, so let's start customizing from the very top right here, which is announcement bar, which you can see right here. It is up. The element or the section, you can find it in the order right here in the editor. We have the announcement, we have the header, we have the guarantee. As you can see the announcement, this is the header and this is the guarantee. And all the other tabs like here, we have the lightning symbol, including the Instagram feed with disabled. These are the add-on of the beautified. Alright, so when you want to customize this announcement bar, you click on this announcement and you will have the customization right here. Alright, so within this announcement bar we have to make this, and this make that this will be the one. In case you don't want to click on the element from this editor, you can simply click on it from here. So in case you want to edit this guarantee, you click on this and it will take you the editor. Alright, you can edit from here. Alternatively, what you can do is here in the guarantee section, if you want to customize this third guarantee, obviously this is the third element within the guarantee tab. I click on it and this takes us to the editor. So what I want it, I prefer clicking on the element and customizing it. So let's start by customizing this text. I am going to click on it and it is take us right here. So this for this one, I am going to say free shipping. So let's start customizing free shipping for the order above 74. As you can see this every top. Now let's start customizing the followers. So this is the side. I'm just going to click on the announcement, and as you can see we have the less messy and we say follow us, and lesser sensitivity to welcome. You should see that welcome right here. And now let's see this getting is with, we can say on the tag boom, you can see right here. Now you to change the color, you can click here, then set the color. The color has to be set in the theme, right? Alright, to do it I am going to show you. Go back here in the theme editor, and where do you want to go to the change color is click on this theme setting and right here at the bottom, and after that you should see the adopt this color the right here. click on it, and here you can send all the color and draw your footer, and every color is here. So let's start the color of the announcement bar. This is called the announcement bar. Alright, so for the announcement bar we have the background as this color. I'm just going to send it to C, so we no send it to back, and then you can see that it effect is taking place right now here. I'm just going to click on save. Now let's try customizing the header, which is right here. So what I am going to do is click on header, and by default it has the name of your online store right here, and let's add our logo instead. So to add our logo I am just going to scroll down here, and here's this select this. I am gonna go here. We have to upload our logo file. I am just going to do that. So I have a logo created by myself, so here it is. I uploaded and I select it here where it says inverted and mobile. I am going to upload the same images, same logo, so that it here the same all throughout our store. So in the mobile, if you want to choose a different logo to be appeared on mobile or desktop, whatever you want, but I am gonna keep it the same. So when region it's on mobile, it is still going to the same logo as you can see right here. If you want to change the size of the logo, you want to make it a little more bigger, so what you can do is you can increase the size right here, and you can pull it up and it's going to appear big, and you can also make it small. You just sit and you see what will look like the best, and see who is one looks the best, and just going to keep it around 110. And also for desktop you can sense the size, play around, see which ones look like the best. I want to make it a little bit smaller, and next is the header. What you see is the home bar and the face and the content, and if you remember, this is the main menu we created. Next we have the icon within the search bar. This is the default, and next we have the cart icon. Alright, so for this menu, if you want to change it to a different menu, you can see it right here. Menu, it says the main menu, you can see it. If you want to change the menu, just click on it, and then if you want to add the footer menu here, you can see we have the footer menu. You can create any menu. We want to add it at the header. Alright, so for this one, let's us add the main menu, because that is what we created for. Here you have the option to change the navigation tab center. You can give it love. I just want to give it a center, but you have the option. Remember that for this search icon, and this is the also the option to change that. If you scroll down here, you will see anything and something that say the theme setting. Click on it, and here you can actually disable this icon as well. And here you can also have the language selector, but you have to add language in your online store setting. And also the cart type, it has the drawer and the cart icon. You can sense this as well. I want to change this cart instead, so the icon will change right now once it finish loading. Boom, as you can see, it now showing has the current icon. If you don't know what this current mean, it mean what will icon. Now it has the dryer. So when I click on it, instead of loading a new page or dryer right appear. Alright, so that is for header. Now let's try adding some new more section right above this guarantee, but right below the header. So I am going to go back, and so here we have the header right here, and here we have the add section. We are going to begin by adding a section. This is where you can find all the sections which you can add in your store. For this, I just want to add the slide just to give you an example of how these things work. So I'm just going to select this slide, so you can see that this it's about the appearing right here, but it doesn't have to be any content right. So I'm just going to go down through this slide. So just click on this add slide, which you can see right here at the slide, and now we have the slide right here. I'm just going to add one more slide. Boom, you can see now we have two slides. Once we have done one more then. Alright, so let's add an image for the flashlight. So to that, you just go back. Here it is a slide. Here is the first slide, so I just click on it. Here we can see the background slide. You can upload your own. You can also use the stock images provided by Shopify. So I'm just gonna do right now, I'm gonna to use the stock images. I'm just going to type in GIF. By the way, I'm not going to give much thought here, so I'm just going to select whatever it is for you to time to make it look best for now. I just going to select whatever it appears just to show you how this thing work. Alright, so we have that thing right here. Now we have this light right here. Let's edit the text. So here at the heading it says slide, so I'm just going to send this to welcome, and let's just type something here as well. I'm just going to say now we have welcome the best gift store, surprised or loved phone. By the way, you have a lot of customization feature, so make sure you have play around, find what is best looking for your online store. You have the text position in case you want to change it to the top, middle, bottom. Here you can set it differentially for the text dot mode. For mobile mode, you can align it differentially, and all the things that make sure you can check all these things. For this, let's just keep the bottom text position in the best top. So this is going to move this to the bottom right here. I think this looks better. And also when you are designing, make sure you don't forget to look at the mobile screen as well. So that is for bar, and you can see the slide is really big. Let's make it a smaller. So I'm just going to click on the slide. I'm just going to go here in the slide. So this is the heart. It is that look the mobile is full. Let's so make sure it is a medium, and let's see. Alright, so it's look like better light. So what I am gonna do here in the mobile, I am gonna do the first slide. So I am just going to keep this deck at the bottom as well, the exposition bottom. You can see we now have this way. Also I think the button are quite big, the text is quite big. You can adjust all these things in the theme setting. So if you want to add just the phone, and all you want to do is you want to go back here, and then you want to go to the theme setting right here, and here you have the topography. You can click on that, and here you have the basic, the best title, that spacing. You can adjust all that here. So I'm just going to make this little bit smaller, and this one can fit in the online. So this is fit in online, as you can see. Regarding this button, if you want to do it look like this, what you can do is here you can go to the same thing, theme setting. Here you should go to the advanced setting. You can scroll down. One thing which will impair your store loop is the border radius. No, it has a 6 pixel this border radius. If you move it all the way up here, everything is gonna be roundy. I don't know what to say, everything going to look like a circle. But if you just move all the way to this side, everything going to the pointy. I'm just going to see you how you can see. If I move it, everything is going to look more super sharp, edges and right. So let's see how it changes. As you can see, now everything is sharp, and if you move it all the way up here, everything is look like an oval or round. So you play around with this and see which one looks good. I prefer keeping it to S, and that's keep my default setting. Next, regarding the button, why you want to play around it with the pairing S, which is 24 ps right now. If I move this down to just 12 pixels, so you will see that it's just smaller. So if I move the back to 2, you will see that the y-axis getting smaller. So you can see that it is getting smaller. That's it. That's stop, and yes, it look better. And that button is not a super large. Yes, that is. Let me save this. Also, one thing which is used to certainly do is to change the color of the button. So let's do in the theme setting. We call this color like before. Then we find the button. As you can see, the color of the button is not good. I am going to send this to the color in my logo. I am gonna to do that right now. Alright, now it look better. It is the same as one in my logo. The next thing which you should definitely check is the link of your button. So let's do that right now. I am just gonna do this slide. So this is the flashlight right here. So I am just going to scroll down, find the links of the button. The first button we have the right now. It is the button that you can see the, and there is a test if you want. It is the all link of the product. So when you click on this button, and then the product in your own store, but if you can link in this specific product or specific collection depending on what you want. Then we have learn more, and here learn more is also linked to all the product, which doesn't make sense. So I'm rename it about this. So we are going to link this to the space that we created, this space about this girl. So I click on the pages and going to link is Barker. Alright, so when we clicking on this Barker, it's going to take us the above cases. Let's click on the save. One thing which you might have noticed that it has the slight bit of the blue tint overlay. Alright, so let's make this black or white something. This is neutral. So to do that, we have to come down here in the theme setting once again, then color. Then we have to scroll down your subsidiary and overlay. Alright, so here the color is slightly blue. So let's just say it is black, and it should make this weird of blue color. So alright, so now it is a black overlay, and in case if you want to map the black or a bit more, so you can go it where you customize the color, which is right here, and here it is the opacity. Just lower it down and you should see that it's more clear. You can see what if you want to make it darker, you just pull this. It is a darker. Let's keep it around 26. Adding that looks good. Yeah, that looks perfect. Alright, now we have the first slide created. You also have the option to add more slide. Here is our second slide. I have not modified. I will not modify it because it is the same thing as modify the first slide. But if you need more slide, you can also add to more slide. Also, you have the option right here. You can see the arrow. You can also the sort of the dog. Also, you want to auto rotate it, which means if even the customer or the visitor doesn't press any button, just like it will keep rotating itself. Alright, now let's try adding a collection right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna to click on add section. I'm gonna to select feature collection right here. Alright, we have the feature collection. I am going to click on it. Here I am going to select the collection. So just make to show that it is become more efficient. I already added a few products in our online store. To give you an example, I just created a collection. So I am just going to click on the select collection homepage. I am just to click on select. Boom, you can see the product appear right here. You can also edit this heading right here. It's a feature collection. I am going to rename it the best seller this week. Though you can see right here we have the product on the wholesale that costs 2499 but is on sale for 1999, and you can see the color for the sale is red, right? So let's say it's and our team color. So just I'm going to go to the theme setting. I'm going to this go to the color. I'm just to go to the scroll down. Alright, so here in the sale price you can see this red, and when it's sent to our theme colors you can see it says right here as well. That is just I'm going to click on save. You also have a lot of customization feature right here. The number of the rows and the backdrop, and there is the some arrow mode. So you can also stack this. So well, this button you have the bubble but right blue button right here. You have a lot more customization feature right here. Alright, so that is for this session. Let's try adding one more and customize it. So I'm just gonna to go back and want to add one more session, and this is the time that select a particular product. Alright, so I'm just going to select this feature product. So after this we have it right here. I'm just to click on this feature product. I'm going to select the product and let's go with this one. So from here what you want to do is click on this feature product, which is, and we just add it. You have all the customization things right here. So I'm just going to uncheck all the I do not want to add text to appearing here. I don't want to add this product category to be appearing this, so I'm just going to uncheck this. So this product, that is I'm going to remove this on the top as you can see, and that I'm going to remove this. So the product that is going to remove that, as you can see you have the customization feature right here. So the product description you can set if you want. As you can see the product description is right here in the separate box, and you want to right here is that you can add it to cart. You can do that. Just click on this add to cart and you should be under add to cart section. You can see that you can scroll down the product description while viewing the main mess of the product. Alright, so you can also uncheck this one if you don't want to the super long product description in your home page. But in case if you are selling an ebook or something like that, you can just have one product in your online store. That can be really useful to have the product description in the home base, because there you can actually describe the product right here. Their colors, this is the full detail of the theme color. I'm just going to go to the color. You already know that this is actually a link, right? So go to the full detail is to a link. So here it is the link, and I'm just going to change it, and you can see that it is so good. We have right here. So my friend, one thing I want to tell you that it is really a lot of the test. There's a lot of the things that you can add. Make sure you play around with all this to find what best look like for this your business industry you are in. So for clothing it can be something different. If you sell bread product it can be something different. So make sure you try all these things and see what which one looks like good, and make sure you just copy the style or look the store of the already successful. Don't try to do the thing in your own way. Just copy something which is working, and obviously it will work for you. That's how the market works. Alright, so for this video I'm just going to keep adding and going stuff, because it is basically the same thing. You just add this and you customize it depending on how you want it to look. Alright, so I'm just going to skip the part where I customize. These are the guarantee section which is default and provided by the beautified theme guarantee, and that is right here. And you can want to hide, you can just uncheck the sources box and hide it, but I want to keep it because it is actually a really cool section. Alright, so let's just start with this first one. Just going to click on here. First I want to change the icon and royalty. There is the royalty free that here. So I'm just going to click on the view all the available icon. So here you have to find any icon you want. So let's say I am going to search for this plan. So I am going to go with this one. Click on it, and here you see that you have to copy this one and come back, and instead of that icon you have right here, you paste it, and you can see that it sent us the icon. Alright, and then you can see you can also send the text right here. Alright, so I just made up a short description which you can see right here. I'm going to do the same thing for this to the guarantee session as well. So I'm just going to click on this. Since all the things, so the first I'm going to change this icon. Boom, I added all these three guaranteed. So you can see right here if you want to add one more session. So here you can see in guarantee, so you can add one more right here. You can see have the 4 guarantee existing if you need. Also make sure you have the look at the mobile view. just to see if everything is looking good. If doesn't, send some wording, maybe change the size of the font and stuff, just you make sure everything looks perfect. Alright, so far so good. Let's go back to docs.mode. Lastly, let's customize the footer, which is one right here. So the first thing I want to customize here is the Florida, which obviously the color. This is not our the theme color. So what I want to do is I don't want this blue because I don't think it looks so bad. I'm just going to make sure that is footer black. Alright, so I'm just scroll down to the footer. Alright, in the Photoshop, I'm just going to change the background to the pure black, and then the border I'm just going to keep it white. The accent background, let's just make it gray. I'm not sure this accent background it bug, but let's just sense it. The bottom level, let's just send it to the white. The bottom, let's send it to the our default color, and the form element probably this one. There is the two, not white, not black, but gray. A little darker gray maybe. Yes, perfect. No, as you can see. Yes, perfect. Now you can see this look perfect. Alright, there's a lot of things you can customize inside this folder. Here just click on the folder position of icon right, which means this side. But as you can see, there is no icon right now. Even though it says follow us on the social media, the reason is because we have not added any link. Alright, so if you want to add link to your social media, why do you want to do? If you want to come here with this theme setting here in social media, as you can see, you have to add in link of your Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want, and every link you add it, you have to check here as well. And this is the icon that appear right here. Alright, so you can sense and follow us on social media here. You can sense all this if you want. So I'm just going to keep it as is. Here is the bottom, you can see the powered by Shopify theme, but the purify, I'm just going to uncheck all these things. This doesn't show anything, but it doesn't look professional. I remove that. Next we have to do is these store details, and here you can write the bulk of section. You can sense the word here as well. Here I'm just going to say I just send it. Now under this we have the email and a phone number. Even though the phone number is second, it is still not showing because our store has no phone number. So right now I'm going to show you where you can add this email and phone number back in Shopify. So I'm just going to click on save. So we are gonna go back to the Shopify dashboard. To do that, I'm just going to click on this one, but instead of clicking and going back from here, I'm just going to click right here, click on open and link in new tab. And then once you are in the Shopify dashboard, you go to the setting right here, and then you can go to the store detail, and this is the where you can change the contact information. And Shopify uses this contact view and the customer sheet in has email. So as an example, let's just use this business email support@rand and cost.com, and a phone number. I am just going to type in a random phone number and then click on the save. Now we come back to the editor, and then I am just going to click on refresh, and you should see the email and the phone number. So here you can see the email is updated and we also have the phone number. Also make sure that you change the wording of this newsletter as well. So here in the footer, alright, so here in the Florida newsletter, make sure you can change this wording. Subscribe to our newsletter. You can remove the subs heading as well because it already has the email me with the news and offer, so people you will know why they have to provide your name, your email. If you are wondering what is the newsletter, so people will sign up through this newsletter, and when they do so, you can send them offer and stuff from your Shopify admin. I am not going to add any more. So but if I tell you that there is some more section in this editor. Alright, so as an example, you can see right here, we go back to the top bottom. If I click on this button which is right here, that is the top of the website. Alright, but right now it is at very center of the website. I want to do this at the right side of the website. So to customize this, as this is not a section. Alright, it will be the theme setting and advanced setting. I'm just going to scroll down, find it. So back to the top of the bottom. So you saw it, the position. I am going to make it right. So you can see now it is on the right side. One more thing we used to do is to add the favicon which you created before designing this. Once you go to the theme setting, you should see favicon. As you can see right here, you click on the favicon and here select the MAS and upload your favicon. So when the visitor browse my online store, they will see this has the fabric. And there is the one last thing who will need to do is mandatory, which is necessary, which is important. Alright, so here in the theme setting, after you go here, you have to scroll all the way down. You should see something called checkout. Alright, you click on here, and here you can add to your logo. Once again, this is for the checkout place. Alright, so when people are trying to buy from you, they will go to the checkout page and they need to see your logo, right? Then you have to customize the color here as well. The button, make sure it is your theme color. Accent your theme color. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Let's step back. Let's just step and let's see how the checkout page look like. Alright, So I'm just going to click on this home page right here. You can see that at the top I'm going to click this one. I just click on this second. So to see how this check page look like, I'm just click on this checkout and usage. See how it looks like. Boom. As you can see, we have our logo, we have the button. You will have all the refund policy, shipping policy. They are all the color of our theme. In case you want to make any changes, you are free to do this. The color, the way how it looks, make sure you play around just to see which works best for you. And the error, there is the red one, so it considered as an error. So obviously it is she red, and yes, there it is. That's how you customize the theme of the Shopify store. So let's just go to the home page. So this is what we have created so far. Doesn't look bad, but I can do a much better job if I give the time. And make sure you do that. Take your time and add more session, play around and see what it is look like the best. And that is for this video lesson. And in the upcoming video I will show you how you customize most of like products, and that is. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and share this video to your friend, and subscribe the YouTube channel Get E-commerce for more videos like this. I will see you guys in my next video.